All right, we are live on YouTube. Welcome to Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli. Glad you could all join me here this late night for a very special show. It's an impromptu show. I'm already laughing. I can't stop laughing. This is going to be some really comical stuff. And like the thumbnail says and the title of the stream says, I'm at a loss for words. I'm really at a loss for words. Seriously. Yeah, I'm definitely at a loss for words. I'm not going to be on too terribly long, probably a half an hour, maybe 45 minutes max. It depends on how many people are here in the chat. Hey, old dirty ninjas in the house. There is a 1 minute delay between what I say here and what goes out. ODN, are you still alive, by the way, brother? Or are you done with your live? Welcome to the show, bro. My nose is itching. Excuse me. Pardon the unprofessionalism there. The YouTube notification has gone out. Let me check out the back end of YouTube and make sure that everything is rolling smoothly, and it looks like it is. And let me just do a sound check and make sure that the sound is good. There'll be some really comical stuff. And like the thumbnail said. All right. We are good. We are. We are really, really good. I got to tell you, folks, I really don't know where to start. I really don't know where to start. But I am definitely at a loss for words. This is not going to be one of my typical shows, but there will be a lesson to be learned here, as, you know, is with all of my shows and all of my pieces of content. There are going to be people that appreciate this stream. There are going to be other people that don't appreciate it. And there are going to be people that are neutral. Hey, it is what it is. I'm here to do what I feel like doing. And I feel like expressing myself because, you know, this is just rather comical. And whether I like it or not, I've been involved in this for many, many years. I've stepped away from it. But it just continues to... It continues to hang around like a cockroach. You all know what a cockroach is, right? And, you know, the funny thing is, of course, I'm going to be sharing some thoughts about a content creator that's been recently removed from YouTube for circumvention. He had 5 channels that were removed that he had on this platform for many years, stemming back to 6 or 7 or 8 years, something like that. He's come back on 5 other channels that have also been removed for further circumventing. So, you know, if this guy even had a slight chance to get his original channels back, now he'll never get them back because he's further circumventing. Yeah, I mean... ODN, I don't know anything about any court things or anything, and I'm staying out of all that. But I mean, yeah, whatever you have going on, that's with you. That's totally cool. But I know nothing about that, and I'm gonna keep my nose out of that. I'm just gonna share my thoughts on some comical actions that not only this content creator that goes with the name of Jamie, you know, continues to do out here on this platform. But there are some other people that I want to talk about here in this community. I've met a lot of people on YouTube over the last 5 or 6 years that I've been doing this semi-full time. I met a lot of great people, and I still have love and respect for most of those people. But the funny thing is, most of those people that I even care for are still, you know, plagued by this one guy and a group of his people that I don't know. I just don't get it. I don't get what the fascination is. I don't get what sucks people in so much into whatever this guy does. And to be honest, he's very capable of doing great things, but he does the dumbest shit on the internet And for some reason, there's a group of people that like that and pay him for it, right? And that's fine, to each its own, right? But, the comical thing is, it's like this guy just does not want to accept responsibility for his actions. I mean, it's up to him what he wants to do. If he wants to keep on trying to come back and, create content on sock account channels, whether he creates them or other creators allow him on their platform, I mean, he knows how it's going to end, right? But he still persists. And on one hand, I can admire the persistency, but come on. Hey, Hope Hurts, how you doing? Welcome to the show. Earlier today, I did a live stream from a walk, and it was rebroadcasted by a lady that's been rebroadcasting my stuff on this platform for a while. And she allowed him to come onto his channel. It's a sock account channel. Because, if people were going to do this on their main channel, they risk having their main channel shut down, for, assisting someone to continue circumventing the system that they've been banned from, right? So, I can understand that. At least that's a smart move right there. But they were rebroadcasting my stream, and I'm like, whatever, I've gotten over that. If they want to rebroadcast to an audience that wouldn't even watch my content here regardless, then so be it, right? ODN says, you are right. I don't know why people like him. He lost Amber's channel. He did some other stuff, I guess. I don't know about that. I'm not going to read that for obvious reasons. Something is severely wrong with his followers. I agree. And I say that wholeheartedly. I'm not here to attack his followers or attack anyone. I have no hatred for anyone. But yeah, there is something wrong with the people that follow him and support him. But I think that's what makes him successful, because I don't think anyone in their right mind, would support someone like that or pay someone like that money. And he knows that. And other people that, work with him and make money doing this, they know that too, right? But the people don't really know what this is all about, right? And I've said it over and over and over again. It's about, fake instigated drama appearing real to entertain the audience and, to incite donations and all that, right? I've said this time and time again, right? But, some interesting things have happened throughout this group of people over the last many years. And even with people that I care for. I'll mention one person that I still care for, JT. JT, who's been a moderator on my channel for a while, and I've done many live streams with him, and he's a really good guy when he's not involved with this stupid drama. He's a really good guy and has a lot of knowledge and experience. He's a nurse. He's a professional. Like JT, if you come across this, I respect you. I do. I think you're a great guy. But it's kind of odd to me, when someone wants to play both sides of the fence. And I'm not here to tell people where to go. And I'm not going to remove your wrench. I'm not removing anyone's wrench. There are people that actually, I don't want to consider anyone my enemy, but people that are going to rebroadcast my content without my permission, but I let them get away with it because I don't want to deal with the copyright system, and I just don't want to deal with that, right? But no, they don't have technically my blessing to do it. I don't like that they do it, but I let them get away with it because it's just easier that way. Right? And all they're going to do is file a counter notification and win every time. The system is flawed, so it's not worth it, right? And quite frankly, I really don't care. But the truth of the matter is, I don't, it's not right. It's not right. Right. But with JT, he was on the Restream panel earlier today. And I wasn't talking negative about JT. I heard about something that happened and I wanted to talk about it. Right. Because I've seen JT, who's a moderator here and a good friend and a good guy, get involved with endless nonsensical drama that is, quite frankly, it's a waste of his time. And I think he knows that, right? And I think what you don't understand, JT, is that, the man and the woman that you were on that panel earlier on my Restream, they're the smart ones in that entire group of people that follow them because they're making money. They're doing it to make money. That's all it boils down to. They're doing it to make money, right? And I'm not trying to knock anyone for making money, right? But is it morally and ethically right to make money at the expense of another content creator's content, right? Again, I'm not complaining. I'm not going to do anything about it because it's just not worth it, right? My whole thing is, how can people play both sides of the fence and be happy about that? Okay, I want to be friends with Eli, but I want to be friends with his enemies too that are rebroadcasting his content and making money at his expense, right? Again, I'm not complaining. I'm over it. I'm putting it out there and letting you folks, the audience, hear what's going on. It's a double standard, right? I do not like the fact that he leads women on. He makes them think that he likes them, but he admits to sleeping with... well, I don't know about the other part, so I won't read that, but that's totally up to you, man. Totally up to you to say what you want to say. And I know he's rebroadcasting me right now on that same channel, right? I know he's doing that, right? And again, he's band evading. That's what he's doing, right? And why am I sharing this? Why am I talking about this? Why am I even wasting my time with this? Because it is not only comical to me. This is a fascinating story about what this guy continues to do to stay on this platform when there are so many other options that he can do with his talent and make more money in a more respectful way. I don't get it. I don't understand. Bald tires in the rain, sock account. They are doing it because they are jerks. Well, I mean, we could all say that, bro, but it's beyond that. They are the smart ones on the short bus. Well, I mean, here's the thing. People are always going to take their best option in life when it comes to making money and enjoying what they do. And if somebody is putting in this much effort after they've been banned on like 10 channels to keep coming back in any way possible, obviously they feel this is their calling or this is the best they can do. At least that's what they're portraying, right? Because if there was something better they could do, then they would do it, right? That's all I'm saying, right? And again, if he wanted to come back at some point and create real content that has value and abides by the terms of service, right? And is his own content primarily, not other people's content, then so be it. No problem, right? You will be around long after him. Well, I mean, that's true, but I'm not sitting here trying to brag or say that I'm going to be around here longer than him. It's not about that. The point of the matter here is this is fascinating stuff. This is fascinating stuff. And what fascinates me about this guy is, what is he thinking in his head? Why can't he just let this go and move on to bigger and better things, right? Why is he so adamant about sticking on YouTube, right? And again, I don't necessarily have a problem with him being on here, right? Because I can ignore all that stupid stuff. I've been ignoring it for the last 2 years. I'm just saying, why keep on persisting when you know eventually any channel you come back on, whether it's yours or someone else's, is going to be terminated for a terms of service violation? And more importantly here, the people that are helping him ban evade are going to lose their channels too. And I don't think it's fair to those people to lose their channels over his mistakes. He needs to understand people just can't stand him, his mental, social weirdness. Yeah, but my thing, Aussie Outlaw, alternate, and thank you for being here. My thing is that I think he knows exactly what he's doing. I think he's a lot smarter than people give him credit for. And I think, to a certain extent, at least for a while, he outsmarted us all. But a lot of us, especially people that are here, figured out the game and we realize what it is. But other people that are, suffering from mental illness or they have mental and emotional issues, they can relate to the content he's creating, whether he's actually that way or not. Because, again, like I said earlier, no normal people in their right mind would consume this type of content and then donate tons of money to it, right? Aussie Outlaw alternate says, YT decided he's not required. Time to find a job, maybe karaoke singer, LMFAO. Well, I could probably do karaoke better than him, but I'm not trying to compete. It's not a competition to me, but I get it, dude. I get it. All of his friends are cowards, soft marshmallow, rainbow riders. Whether people believe me or not, I don't want anyone to lose their channels. I didn't even want him to lose his channels. All I wanted him to do was clean up his act and start doing something more genuine. And stop creating hateful and abusive content just because it gets people's attention and they all tune in, right? And at this point right now, I'm coming out here and wholeheartedly putting out a strong message to everyone out there. I'm not telling you folks to stop supporting him. Do what you got to do. All I'm saying is this. If you allow him on your platform, eventually you're going to pay the price, regardless of what you do. Even if you delete videos, put videos to private, or whatever, no one is safe. And I sincerely and wholeheartedly mean this, even to people that I'm really not that fond of right now. Not because I don't want to be fond of them, because of what their actions have cost me. But I've even let that go. Siren and his other friends are all extremely bizarre. They have mental issues and all that. Yeah, I get that, bro. I get that. And here's the thing, ODN. I feel for the people that have mental issues and emotional issues. My girlfriend, who's sleeping in the other room, and she was very sweet to me tonight, by the way. She said, babe, you know what? You've done a lot for me and this and that, I'm not going to get on your ass today. I never mean to get on your ass anyway. You want to do another stream, do your thing. I love you. I appreciate you. And she said hi to everyone. Bald tires in the rain. His content is stealing others' content. that's the way it appears, that he's stealing others' content. And technically, if he doesn't have permission to use other people's content, he can only use small excerpts under fair use. And here's the thing. No one would have a problem if all he did was use small excerpts under fair use. But he rebroadcasts entire live streams of mine like he's doing right now. And he thinks that he's entitled to that and he's protected by that. And he's not. But many of us, including myself, have decided to let him get away with it because there's no point in fighting it. It's a moot point. It's become a moot point. Right? Hey, Holy Toast Show, how you doing? Welcome to the show. 15 people here, 7 likes. Thank you so much for being here. Aussie Outlaw. Yeah, Aussie Outlaw. And look, I want to make it very, very clear. And he knows I'm not trying to attack him. And he knows a lot of the things I've said are true, which the truth hurts, right? But a lot of issues that people have, even when they get older, stem back to their childhood and their parents and the way they were raised, right? But when a man's about to turn 40 years old and he hasn't been able to let that shit go by now, that's gonna plague him until he's able to work through it, right? Like, my mom is a strong woman, but she's the sweetest woman in the world too. And that's why I turned out the way I did. And my dad was very strong, but he was a loving man at the same time. My father displayed dominance, but in a loving way. And that taught me responsibility, right? That taught me responsibility and to accept responsibility, whether I'm right or wrong, right? Yeah, and again, everyone has their stories and their things with him. I'm not here to get into that. I mean, if you folks, whatever you want to say in the chat, say in the chat, and I'll kind of cherry pick through what I feel is okay to respond to, because I do want to be respectful. Like, I'm not here to stir up the pot. But obviously, anytime you talk about him, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent, he's going to spin it to create content off of it to incite donations. I get that. I get that, Jamie. I get it. That's what you do. That's what you do, right? ODN says, yo, Holy Toast. What up, ODN, says the Holy Toast Show. Ninja says, let's see. Yeah, I won't read that, but yes, a lot of those things that you claim he said, he probably said. I didn't hear it all, but the bottom line is he said some things, whether he meant it or not, he did it to get attention. Because when you say crazy things that no one would expect to say, everyone will tune in for the shit show. That's what happens, right? Ball tires in the rain. Actually, even small clips can be a copyright violation. Well, even if you use 1 second of someone's content, you can take it down for copyright. The bottom line is, in a court of law, you're probably going to lose under fair use. But that's how the copyright system works. Ball tires in the rain is you can file a copyright even for, someone using 1 second of your content. Then they can file a counter notification saying it's fair use. Then YouTube will come back and say, you now have, 10 business days to file a court case in a federal copyright court. They're still working on the small claims copyright court. So you still have to file, from what I know, at this point, in a federal copyright court, and it's expensive and it's a waste of time. And people that play the copyright system know that. So like you really don't have. Honestly, here's the thing: if you're on YouTube, unless you are a major company that has tons of money to be able to sue someone, you really, really have no copyright rights out here. You have to understand that you don't have. You do have rights technically, but you don't, because the system is flawed, right? all seriousness, I wish him the best. I do too, Aussie Outlaw. And bro, listen, Aussie Outlaw. And let me see if that's actually, I think that's actually you. Yeah, I can't verify that is actually you, but if you come in on your main channel, I will go ahead and moderate your main channel, Aussie Outlaw, because I can verify that. Ball tires in the rain, 40 years old, and he makes his living by harassing and bullying others. That's what he does. And do I think he does it on purpose? No, I think he does it because it's entertaining to an audience of mentally and emotionally unstable people that like this type of content because it keeps their mind off of their misery. Instead of working on themselves, these people feel better about themselves watching this type of content that he creates. So here's the thing, as weird as this may sound, I don't think he's intentionally trying to bully people, but he's doing it for content, which in my opinion, makes it more pathetic than being a real bully. I don't think he is a bully. I really don't think he's a bully. ODN, the fact of the matter is he keeps trying to say that weird sickos, but he actually said that he wanted, okay, well, that's something that I'm not aware of, and maybe, that's something you can take up with him. But that's something that I won't talk about here because, I'll give you your say, bro, but, I don't have any proof, and it's like, it doesn't even matter. Like, you guys can handle that in other ways. Let's see. 1 second can be a violation in a court of law. Well, here's the thing. If you're transforming the content and making commentary and you use less than 5% of someone's copyrighted work and you do commentary, more than likely you're going to win, by way of fair use. But it's up to the federal, copyright court. Well, yeah, I mean, ODN, you could do whatever you want to do. And I love you like a brother. I love all of you. I love everyone. I don't hate anyone in this community. I don't even hate Jamie or anyone else because I know what they're doing. I just really wish this charade would stop and they just start creating real content. And, just letting all this go. Like, I don't understand why these people just can't create decent content that doesn't violate the terms of service, that, is fun yet respectful. It's not attacking people. It's not harming anyone, right? I don't get it. I don't get it. I sit here in my studio. And I wonder, I truly wonder, if I never came across this guy, would any of you folks in here know about him? I wonder what route would he have taken, because I met him and he followed me over to another channel that I was on a live stream, Charles F. Gray. And the sponsor, I don't even know if he's still sponsored by a sponsor or not, Brian. But before Brian sponsored Jamie, he bought Charles F. Gray a Blue Yeti microphone. That's how Brian and Jamie met. I made that connection because I met Jamie and Jamie was following me around wherever I would go. And I would invite him to come around because, because he was a really decent dude at that point. At least he was treating me decent at that point, right? And the whole thing just started to just go south once Brian started sponsoring him. Now, I'm not going to get into all that. I'm beyond that. It's all been said and done, right? But yeah, I just, I just don't get why this all can't stop. Why this type of content just can't stop, right? So be it. Everything's been played out. It's like how many times over the years can you do the same thing over and over and over again, right? And because I'm sharing my thoughts now about him being removed off of YouTube and then reconnecting with other people that left my channels and stopped supporting me because initially they believed what he was saying about me was true, right? But now I'm trying to, reconnect with these great people that I've always loved that were misinformed about me. And because I'm talking about it, even in a respectful way, he's trying to start it up again with the simulcast and all that. It's like the cycle's not gonna keep going. If they want to keep rebroadcasting me on 1 million sock accounts, so be it. If that's the way you want to live your life and create your content, if that's what defines you, then so be it. But don't you have a little more respect for yourself than that? Is it all about the money and whatever can make money at anyone's expense? Or do you have self-respect beyond money? What's more important? Jamie, let me ask you, what's more important to you, money or respect? Because I'll tell you this, respect to me is very important. If I can't respect someone, I want nothing to do with them, even if they're willing to pay me money. I've turned down good business from people all my life because I couldn't respect them for one reason or another. If I don't trust someone and respect someone, I will not do business with them, even if they want to do good business with me. But other people will just take money from anyone. And that doesn't sit right with me. It never has. Well, I mean, ODN, here's the thing. I wish you and him the best in resolving this, right? I get it, bro. I really do wish you the best because ODN, I'll tell you this, regardless of what anyone says about you, I've always felt that your head and heart's been in the right place. Now, granted, yes, you and I and everyone throughout this huge community on YouTube that's been plagued by all this, right? We've all done some stupid shit in the past, right? I'll read your deleted message there, Ball Tires in the Rain. Sorry, Nightbot timed you out. No idea why you don't copyright strike him. I mentioned that at the beginning of the show. I haven't copyright. The only person I put a copyright strike on in the last year was Scotty, and then I retracted it like an hour later. It's not worth it. I don't copyright strike people anymore. It's not worth it. I don't play that game. Like, I'll tell you honestly, one of the biggest cardinal sins on YouTube you can do to another YouTuber is put a copyright strike on their channel. Because even if you're right, even if they use an entire piece of your content, they're going to claim fair use and they're going to win every time. They're going to file a counter notification and they're going to win every time. Unless you can afford to sue them in a federal copyright law or copyright court. I don't know what the block word is, man. I really don't. But I'll read your deleted messages whenever Nightbot times you out. You were timed out for 5 seconds. Subsequent timeouts are only 15 seconds. So just keep typing. And again, there's a 1 minute delay between what I say here and what goes out in the chat. And here's another thing. And look, Jamie, here's the thing. I understand that maybe you lost a lot of income doing this and maybe you're struggling a little bit. Okay. And honestly, I think that you should have probably thought about that, and been a little more careful if this was your livelihood. But again, it's not my place to say that. But this is another thing here that really, really cracks me up. See, these same people, right? I'm going to say this. People in this community know who Natasha Cooper is. Natasha Cooper did similar things like Jamie, created similar content, very hateful content, attacking people, right? And I'm not saying I like or hate her. I don't hate anyone. I just didn't like her type of content. And when she started getting shut down for spam and deceptive practices and all that, at first I was like, okay, maybe she got screwed, but no. And I now see what she did because Jamie does the same things, right? She was creating a lot of GoFundMes to raise money for attorney's fees and all that, and then she never used the money for that. So in essence, that's like a bait and switch, right? And I'm not saying that you're doing a bait and switch, Jamie, but like he has this is the funny thing here, right? He has a fundraiser on the Fundraiser site. I'm not going to show you this. I'm just going to read it. I'm not going to put it on the screen. Okay. He has a fundraiser, Hearts for Starbuck the Kitty, right? And the goal is $600 to raise $600 for Starbuck the Kitty. So far, 13% of the goal has been raised, $75. 30 days left. Okay. And let me read the story here. Listen to this. You're one hell of a writer, James. I'll tell you that. Starbucks has had a rough year so far. Now, Starbucks getting older. I'm sure you've had some serious issues to deal with regarding Starbucks. I'm not knocking you for that. My lady has 2 dogs. They're now my dogs, and they mean the world to us. So I understand. I understand how much Starbucks means to you. Okay. But to use your cat's, age or whatever to to raise money. I mean, come on, dude. Her channel went down on YouTube. Her channel went down on YouTube. Her daddy lost his job. I don't know if I can even make it through reading this whole thing. And now she has some serious discomfort from her latest health scare. If that's serious, I'm not knocking you for that. I get that, right? I get that. But here's the thing, dude. Even if you're being legit here, right? You criticize people for sharing their sob stories, and now you're sharing yours and expecting to get $600 from it. What is the difference between you doing the same thing that other people do that you criticize for? Contradicting yourself, dude. The good news is she has been treated quickly and operated on. The bad news is she's going to have to wear a cone, for a week and take several different meds during that time and endure absolute hell in the process. Dude, you are a master with your words to get to people emotionally, dude. You're one hell of a salesperson. And again, I'm not trying to be critical to Starbucks, but wow, dude, you could have written a few lines saying, hey, you know what? I'm a little bit down on my luck right now. And, I need a little help to, for my cat and all that. If anyone can help, let me know. But you're writing a whole emotionally dramatizing, let me suck you in and make you feel obligated to donate and guilty if you don't, right? Hey, Oscar, how you doing? Obviously, all these meds and procedures are costly. And considering circumstances, extra funds from those who love and support her would be an amazing gesture. Thank you all for loving Starbucks as one of your own all these years. I hope we can keep her healthy for years to come. Jamie and Starbucks. That is so sweet, James. It really is, right? And here's the thing, dude. I am actually really a nice, decent guy. I'm a good guy. And I have empathy and sympathy for people, honestly. But in spite of the way you've treated other people on this platform to get to where you got to, Come on, dude. How's that supposed to come off, right? Now people in his chat are going to say, ooh, Eli's attacking Starbucks and Starbucks illness. Ooh. That's all you folks are going to say, right? That's all you folks are going to say, right? I just can't believe. I can't believe how many of these people just can't see through this, you know? How many channels has he taken of others? Well, one of the channels, was Amber's channel. The other one is someone I won't mention by name per an agreement that her and I have had for a long time, and I've always respected her privacy. Most people know, who she is. And he's on one of her sock accounts. So she created, I guess, a sock account channel to be able to do the restreams on, and to allow him to come on and use that channel to protect the other channels, right? And I get why she's doing it, right? I get why she's doing it, but still, is it worth it? And it's still a risk, right? It's still a risk, and I really wish that she would just focus on her greatness and focus on her channels, and not put them at risk. I see. This is what I don't get. It's one thing to support someone, right? But when they're going through things like he's going through right now, right? And when he's a target on YouTube, rightfully so because of what he's done, right? Why don't these other people, these women or whoever else is offering their channels to him, why don't they understand that you're stepping into a minefield when you do that? You're rolling the dice, right? Right? It's a crapshoot. Why would you do that to yourself? Right? Unless you don't care about your channel. If these people don't care about their channels going down, which according to what I heard from Amber, she really loved her channel. And she really, wanted to make some extra money, and she was making a little extra money that was helping her out, right? Ball tires in the rain. He stepped in the necks of others to get where he is, which is nowhere. Well, I mean, he made some good money for a while doing this, right? But now it's caught up to him. Like everyone knew was going to catch up to him. JB Gunner used to do the same thing. It caught up to him. But before JB was removed from the platform, he switched off and went back to doing his own content. Jamie could have done the same thing. He could have, but he chose not to. And I just don't get it. I don't know if it was the crime community, the true crime community mixed with drama. I don't know if it was the true crime community that had so many people there that had money, and he wanted to leverage that. I don't know if the money was just so good doing that he just couldn't go away from it. I don't know. Just be honest with us, dude. Look, James, I'm not even here to attack you, and you and your audience are watching, me over there on that sock channel, right? I get it, dude. I mean, seriously, dude, I'm not here to attack you, and I'm not here, to be mean or anything. It's just, come on, dude. Help us better understand. Or are you going to play it off differently? Because if you actually came out and said that this is a skit, right? That this is like the WWE, right? And people actually heard that, maybe they would think twice. Maybe that's what it all boils down to. It's almost like if you do what he does, and it's not just him doing this type of content. Many creators have done this type of content on YouTube. A lot of them have been removed. Some are still here, but they will all eventually get removed. It's almost like if you actually are completely honest with your people, in essence, you'd be showing your cards. And then people would be like, wow, I really thought this was real all along. I didn't know you were just acting to make money. Right? I don't know, man. You know, I really care about everyone in this community. I care about the YouTube platform. Okay. I even care about those people that are struggling mentally and emotionally. A lot of them are supporters of Jamie. I do care about you folks, and you can talk about me all you want, right? I feel bad for you folks, right? There are some people on this platform, and I'm okay to talk about it now because it's down the road. I'm further ahead in life. I've got a great girlfriend. We're going to get married at some point over the next year or so, okay? I've got our 2 dogs. I've got my family, right? You know, other things are going well for me too. I'm very, very happy. I'm very, very happy right now. But, you know, it just makes me wonder why some people just can't let go of all of this, especially when it comes to me. There's like a group of people that just loves to talk smack about me. You know, I don't care. I'll mention by name the cause that live in somewhere here in Northern California in the greater Sacramento area, right? I can't. I gotta let you go, dude. I don't deal with threats here. If you're gonna come in here and threat anyone, including him, you will be removed immediately. Please do not come into my channel and make any threats of any kind. It's very immature and it's quite scary, and we don't do that here to anyone. You got the cause that I never talk about, right? Right? I've talked a little bit about them in the past because some things happen that they still don't want to own up to, but that's okay. I don't care about that, right? And you got Mrs. Kaw that just talks mad game about my woman and myself. You got Mr. Kaw that threatens me all the time. That, you know, he's like, you would never confront me because blah, 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 blah. I mean, seriously, dude, grow up, man. I want nothing to do with you or anyone. And if you ever did hunt me down and stalk me, I'd have to call the police because, like, I don't have any problems with you, and I don't want to have any problems with you. Okay? And I know those are words on the internet, and until it happens in reality, then they're just words. But if it ever went beyond words, that's not cool, dude. And, you know, you're a former policeman that was a cop to protect and serve. And for you to be behaving that way and threatening somebody on the internet just because you don't like them, it's pretty surreal and pathetic, man. Right? Hey, Sifu Smo, how you doing? Dion, see, you still have your wrench here, bro. How you been? Long time no see, bro. My lady's been talking with you behind the scenes. And these people used to always say that, yeah, you know, my lady and Dion are having an affair. Oh, great. So Dion got on a red eye to the Bay Area from New York, and behind my back while I was broadcasting live, hooked up with my woman. That's comical, man. ODN, sup, Sifu? Hey, ODN. Yeah, Dion, we're back, dude. Dion, we're going to start doing some panels again. Oh, Deanne, by the way, you got a new microphone, bro. When'd you get that new mic? That's really cool, bro. Sounds good. ODN, if I ever get rich off of this, I will personally buy you one of these mics, the Shure SM7B. I'll tell you, dude, if you had the Shure SM7B, dude, you would be a legend out here. It would just make your voice sound amazing, dude. It sounds good already, but you got a great radio voice, ODN. You do, you really do. And I'm not just saying that. I mean that. Just like RJ Sandifer. That's why when you, RJ, and I would do some streams in the past, it was good, dude. Great radio, right? You got this other woman, what is it? Chrissy Knows It All, or whoever she is. Ma'am, what's your infatuation with me? It's like I don't hate you. I don't hate anybody. This woman feels the need to follow me everywhere, wherever I go, whether it's my channel or other people's channels. Well, she's blocked here, so. But, and just, talk a mad game or try to figure out what my thoughts are, or what my next move is, or it's surreal, man. Same people, right? It's comical to me, man. You and D are family, bro. So are you, bro. So are you. Yeah, my woman told me you two touched base, I think earlier today or yesterday. And yeah, we'll talk behind the scenes, bro, about stuff. No need to talk about certain things here, but we'll definitely talk, bro. But it's great to see you here. My lady is sleeping in the other room, and I'll let her know that you stopped on by. That's awesome, bro. That's awesome. Odian is real, dude. Much respect. He is. He absolutely is. Yeah. Yeah, then you got this other guy named Red Pool Jack. What's going on, Jack? How you been, bro? I know you're watching this somewhere, dude. Right? This guy used to be a part of my channel back in the days when I first, connected with a certain group of ladies out here that I now wish. It's not that I don't hate even these ladies or anyone, but these ladies just love drama so much. Like I just can't stand that amount of drama. I really can't stand any drama. But these ladies just live and die drama 24/7. And it's God. But yeah, Red Pool Jack. I saw you, trying to help out other content creators by giving them older content on me. Back in the days where I was, I guess, more funny or more, angry Eli or whatever, right? And here's the thing. If you folks want past content on me, just ask. I've got a fiber line. I could send you anything in high quality. You had other content creators saying, ooh, Red Pool Jack is going to send me this dirt on Eli or this deleted episode of Eli. Well, maybe it's on private. Maybe it's on an external hard drive, but I got them. You guys want my deleted stuff somewhere? Just ask. You don't have to go around making it seem like it's classified stuff, right? But that's what they do to try to get that audience to show up and incite donations. It's been the fun. I gotta wait for this delay to finish here. Delay starting in not 10 seconds. So give me just a second here, folks, and I will be right back. Just a second here, folks. Here we go. It's been the fun. What's going on here? What is going on here? It's been the fun. I gotta wait for this delay to finish here. All right, we should be back. We are back. Sorry about that, folks. We are back. That was weird. What happened? I have not updated to the latest version of OBS for a couple of versions because there were some issues that OBS was having. OBS crashed in the middle of the stream for some reason. I've got a great laptop with a 9.9 processor, 64 gigs of RAM, 2 terabyte hard drive. It's the specs are top notch. But even with top notch specs, sometimes software is going to, freeze. Luckily, you can, shut it down and restart the software and leave off where you left up. And YouTube will piece this together on the replay. But let me know if you folks can hear me and see me clearly. Apparently, on the simulcast, they were wondering what happened. But yeah, they're still watching me over there. They're watching me over there, and again, the dude has, the rainbow object, right? He's doing it again, right? Yeah. The same old people that had the same issues for the last 5 years are still sticking around saying, oh, Eli's nothing without Jamie. Eli has no content without Jamie. No, I'm just sharing my thoughts. I've been a part of this for so many years, and so many great people were enthralled in all of this, right? And I'm bonding with the people that I bonded with and that parted ways for a while because of this, and now we're back together. We're having our final say, and we're gonna move past this. We're gonna eventually move past this. But, that's the thing, folks. It's like the same old thing, the rainbow sex toy, the rainbow sex toy. That's just so hilarious, dude. I've got it muted on my end. Yeah, guys like this 99 guy that's been trolling for ages. Top-notch computer that shuts down. It didn't shut down, dude. The software froze. I need to update to the latest version of the software. I just haven't done it yet because there are kinks when you update based on, settings and stuff like that and equipment and stuff. I mean, look at these people here in this chat. The same old people. This is just like, this is the thing. These people have been coming out here on YouTube for the last 5-6 years, and just using it as an outlet and just projecting their misery. Amongst other similar people. Like, there are so many better things these people could be doing. I really wish they could understand that, right? All right, folks, we're back. I had to dump the delay one more time there. Something happened I didn't want to put out there. Here's the thing, Jack, and anyone else. Despite the rules, regardless of whether YouTube is a publisher or not, why would you want to be a part of a platform, or why would you want to be a part of hate in any capacity? Whether it's YouTube, any other social media site, or the real world? Why would you want to be a part of hate? That's the question I have to ask all of these degenerates in that chat. Because look, I'm not even trying to be critical, but I've never seen any group of people like this in my entire life. Ever. These are like very, very sad and lonely and miserable people that have nothing besides this, right? If they did, they wouldn't treat people this way, right? These are grown adults in their 30s, 40s, 50s, and beyond that are watching an almost 40-year-old man put a rainbow dildo in front of my microphone, and they think it's okay. They think it's funny. They think it's mature, right? Eli at Secret Love Bro, maybe it is. Maybe it is, right? And what's even more funny is this guy's been removed from YouTube on his 5 original channels stemming back to 6 years or 8 years or whatever, right? He's had 5 additional accounts removed since he was shut down for circumvention, right? He's had another woman's account removed for allowing him to circumvent on her channel. And now he's on another woman's channel. It's a sock account. And he's doing the same things that have gotten him shut down every time. I just don't understand it. And if that's the way the game's going to be played, he knows he's going to keep getting shut down. If that's how he has to play the game, he has to keep reinventing himself every week or twice a week. Like how can you live with yourself doing that? How do you find the energy and strength to keep like starting over once or twice a week every time you go down? Like how? It's either that or maybe he's like, well, I don't know how much longer I can do this, but let me do this as long as possible and try to scrape up every last bit of donation money while I can before I run out of options, before I can't even get on the internet anymore. I mean, at some point they might ban his IP address. Who knows? But if that happens, he'll get a VPN, right? I'm going to tell you something, folks. Many of you are probably wondering why I even did this stream tonight. Many of you are wondering why I did this stream tonight. And there's a reason for it. There's a reason for it above everything else. Okay? And I'm not going to tell you what that reason is because I want you all to think about it. And you don't have to put it in the chat. Just think about it, right? There's a reason for it, right? A lot of people question my methods and what I do and why I do what I do. I know exactly what I'm doing. And I'm proud of what I do, right? And sometimes you got to do things that you really don't want to do for the better good of others, right? Nightbot got you, Hellarks, Universal Portals for the emoji. Sorry about that. You'll be back in 5 seconds. So we're at, I don't even know where we're at right now because I had to cut this off a few times. It says an hour and 10 minutes, but we were off for probably like at an hour and 5 minutes right now. I'm going to wrap this up real soon because it's after midnight here on the West Coast in the San Francisco Bay Area. 12:14 a.m. Pacific, 3:14 a.m. Eastern. Right? A lot of these people that are part of his audience are on the East Coast. They're up at 3 a.m. watching the guy put a rainbow sex toy in front of my microphone instead of getting sleep to get up the next day and be productive, right? Like, honestly, these people can come at me all they want, but you folks know what I'm saying makes sense. And it's just, it's really pathetic, right? What's even more pathetic is their hatred for me is more than their thoughts about his stupidity of the content he's creating, right? I mean, it's just absolutely comical. It's comical as hell, right? See, I could literally stream for another 2 hours and this dude would stay right here. I could sit here and say nothing for 2 hours and just look at the camera or turn the camera off or play music and he would still be live. That's a funny thing, man. He's got a guy named Siren on his panel, and he's got Bullets for Teeth. Let's talk about you, Bullets. You know, we're going to go all out tonight. We're going to talk about you, Bullets. You're entitled to your opinion, and you've always had very strong opinions, right? And whether I've agreed with your opinions or not, which I've primarily disagreed with all your opinions, I respectfully disagree. I never attacked you. But see, Bullets, here's the thing. You're the kind of guy that will attack people verbally on YouTube if they don't agree exactly with your agenda. That's how you've always been, right? Right? There's no margin for error with you. With a lot of these people, there's no margin for error. They come at us and me and say, okay, well, Eli, you're set in your ways. You know, you're not open to other people's comments or you don't want to listen to other people. No, I may disagree with you folks, but I'll respectfully disagree. And we can still be friends and not attack each other. But these people, if you don't agree with them exactly, they attack you. And they attack you publicly on YouTube and the internet, right? You know, I don't think he hates women, dude. You know, I just think, if I'm going to be truthful with you, I honestly think that he's still trying to find his purpose. Because I'll tell you this, like I've been saying all along. I said it earlier during my walk, and I'll say it again right now, and I've said it in the past. Do you want to go to the grave being known as a YouTube drama WHORE? As a male YouTube drama W, right? What kind of a purpose is that? Is that something to be proud of? And again, I'm not trying to be critical. I'm just saying that this type of content, whether it makes money or not, even for a little while like it did, is not something to be proud of, right? So he's probably still trying to figure out what his purpose is or what he really wants to do. And here's the thing, dude. Sifu Smo or anyone else, until you as a man are happy within your purpose and you truly love your purpose and what you do and love who you are, there's no way in hell you're ever going to be truly happy, you know, with a woman. You know, you can have women around. Like he's gone on dates with women. He's supposedly dated women for a while, but they never last. Why? Because he's struggling to figure out what his purpose is. And the thing that attracts women to men primarily is their purpose. What attracts my woman to me is my purpose. She loves personal development. She loves the coaching content. And a lot of this stuff that I do here, whether some of it came from me or through other avenues of personal development before she met me, it's helped her out tremendously in her life, right? So when she met me, she saw that I love something similar that she loves, personal development. So she fell in love with my purpose, right? And I love her purpose. She's very nurturing, she's very kind, and she loves to help people. And she's not selfish at all. She's very giving. So there are the real numbers. 41 people. What happened to 150 in the box, Jamie? 130 in the box. Maybe this channel is showing the real numbers, right? Eli, I have a theory that they pay that woman from Canada. Her name is Jamie. Jamie's Corner 3.0 to support them. I've talked to her offline a while back, and that's what she told me. This was years ago. Jamie's Corner, I believe, was a part of. Do you remember a guy named Mad Shangy, the Mad Shangy, Patrick from Canada? Is he even still around? Does he have any channels? I haven't heard from Shangy in ages, but she used to be a part of his group. And that's how we all met her. I think at one point they were either dating in the real world or they were doing the online dating thing or whatever, right? No, she is scorned. She is. I say this respectfully, Jamie, because she's been attacking me for 5 years, and I don't care. It's like I laugh at it now, but it's so funny to see. See, here's the thing. Look at it this way. ODN, Dion, Sifu Smo, and several other people that have been around for many years on this platform have grown and matured and become stronger out here on this platform. And the people on that end, the Jamies and the Bullets for Teeth and the Red Pool Jacks or whatever they're called now, you're all still the same. You haven't grown. You haven't changed one bit. You haven't progressed at all. We've all progressed. Whether you think we haven't or not, we have progressed. You folks are still stuck in the same rut you were stuck in back then. I'm sorry you were timed out. Ball tires in the rain. You were timed out for saying Jamie's because Jamie is a blocked word here. I should probably remove that because it's a common name. So sorry about that. Sorry about that. You'll be back in 5 or 15 seconds the next time you get timed out. And here's the funny thing. I'll say this. This entire stream right now, okay, maybe they made some money doing it, and maybe that was the purpose. They're going to delete this stream. This stream is going to be deleted. I can almost bet every last penny I've got, which I wouldn't because these people would say, "Oh, Eli, you owe me money now." No, I don't owe you anything. Right? I can almost bet you that this stream that they're simulcasting right now will be deleted. So that way they can protect themselves for going down for circumvention, right? And that's fine. That's probably the right thing to do. It is the right thing to do, right? It is the right thing to do. But why make all this content now that you can't even keep up publicly available? Yeah, I know you're simulcasting on Twitch and you're going to keep it up there, right? But what good's that going to do you on Twitch when all the traction, when Hollywood's on YouTube, right? I'm just saying, right? Here's the thing, Sifu. I don't know who's getting paid and who isn't getting paid. There may have been some truth to that in the past. A lot of people had some incentive to do a lot of the things, right? And a lot of it was funded initially by the sponsor. I don't want to get into that anymore. I mean, I'm not upset at you or anybody. I'm just saying, like, whatever happened. It's really time to move on. It's really time for people to really see the light and move on from this, right? Shout out to my beautiful wife, 3 years tomorrow anniversary. Aussie Outlaw, that's you. Is that the actual you? That is you. That is you, bro. Aussie Outlaw. We are going to add you as a moderator here on the channel. Welcome to the mod crew, bro. Great to have you here. Any final questions, folks? Any final questions, comments, or concerns? Get him in the chat right now. Or forever hold your peace. No, just kidding. So, yeah. So, when I go off the air and Jamie does his closing monologue. So, there you have it, folks. Thanks for coming. There was Eli going on a worthless rant about the same thing he's been doing for years, every now and then, for hours, that didn't make him any money. Didn't get him anywhere. He's wasting his time. That's all, right? That's what you're going to say, right? It's exactly what you're going to say, right? But you don't have any idea what my future plans are and where it's going from here. And you have no idea what I've been rebuilding behind the scenes or working on, right? It be me, sir. Cheers, mate. Yeah, oh, that's you. I verified it. I went to the channel. It's you, brother. It's you. It is you. YouTube's been really good about keeping things monetized lately, even on live streams. And yeah, we're still monetized on this stream. This video is being monetized. Excellent. Excellent. So yeah, that's what he's going to say, right? Right. I had my say, like you've had your say about me and many others for years, man. I mean, are we not allowed to talk? But you are. Like everyone's allowed to talk. They hate alphas like us, Eli. No, that's true. That's true, Dion. I'm off to sing some karaoke like a cat. Cat's been set on fire. LOL. Great. Thanks for stopping by, Aussie Outlaw. Much love, bro. Thank you for the love lately, man. Thank you for all your kind words and your messages. It's really great to connect with you in a more positive way. I'm really glad that, GLM, God's Love Me channel is here. Gabrielle Louise Martinez, right? It's not her real name, but, she makes fun of that, right? I'm really glad that a lot of the people that I was networking with from the James Cox community and I Am a Creator community before they were infiltrated by that other side, it's really nice to see you folks coming back. And Aussie, I'd love to create some content with you. Same with you, Dion. Folks, like we really need to move forward and start creating some greatness together, doing streams together, and shifting away from all this drama. Now, I've been talking a lot about it lately, and I'm admitting that. And some of you may think it's drama, and maybe it is, okay? But after everything that happened, I mean, can you fault me or anyone for talking about it, right? Especially when that other side is still trying to persist, right? Right? And, like I was saying earlier, I'll mention one more thing about the lady that's been rebroadcasting me on this same channel that Jamie is now using as his circumvention channel, right? Well, Sifu, you're asking, we've never seen him with an actual woman off YouTube. Well, yeah, we've seen him on camera with women from YouTube, but who knows? Maybe he's dated women that are off of YouTube, and he's kept them off of YouTube because here's the thing. After everything he's done, if he actually found someone off of YouTube and people found out who she was and he really liked her, they would come at him worse than they came at Dana when I was dating her, right? And you weren't around back then, Seafood, but that was really, really bad, right? So ODN says, you just made influence on his stream right now. He got real uncomfortable because he knows he buys views and bots himself. He went from 200 in the box to 40. He's a fake. He just got real cringy. Well, I've heard that. Maybe he's been botting himself, or maybe other people are botting him and he wants them to bot him. Here's the thing. Whether you bot yourself or bot someone else or not, all those views get removed afterwards, right? And even if they somehow stick, even if you get them from some service and they somehow stick, right? Those aren't real people, right? And if YouTube finds out you're doing this and they're paying you ad revenue, and they know you're deliberately doing it, they will remove you from the YouTube Partner Program or shut you down. Let's see. I'm staying a little longer because there are people here, and it's really nice to catch up with you folks, man, and shoot the shit a little bit. My lady's sleeping, and she's cool. The dogs are calm. I'm just having a conversation with the beautiful people that I care for. $41 in the box. Jack says, Eli, you don't make content, you are content. Well, you use me as content because you have no content. I'm not rebroadcasting you guys. I don't use any of your content. I can talk about you without using anything, right? Why don't you guys talk about people without using any other content, right? Can you do that? Are you capable of doing that? Mrs. Kaz talking smack about you, Sifu, saying we've never seen you with an actual woman. Oh, he has women. You see, Mrs. Kaz, we actually know Dion behind the scenes, my lady and I, personally, right? Just like you know Jamie personally. You and Mr. Ka know Jamie personally. I believe you've met GLM in person, right? So, Mrs. Ka, I mean, seriously, what more do you want? How much longer are you going to talk about the same thing, that you've been saying for the last several years? Get over yourself. You and your husband. Move on to something else. It's the same old song. So, you don't like me. So, you think I'm a phony. So, you think Dion's a phony. You think everyone's a phony. You think everyone on the good side of things is a phony. But over here, with the struggle bus that you're a part of, you think everyone's great when every one of you has some kind of mental, emotional issue. And I'm not saying that to be mean. It's the truth. Like grown adults don't behave this way. Grown adults do not behave this way like you folks behave. There's Highfly G, another guy that's been talking smack about me for years because I removed him from my channel years ago for talking smack. I mean, come on, dude. You're still doing the same thing? You folks have not moved on at all. Oh, MJ Bodie's in the house. MJ, Archer Media. These people are so. These people are here. I actually feel really bad for every one of these people in this chat. I feel saddened at the fact that they just can't let things go and live a happy and positive life. They have to find their happiness through the hatred of others. I mean, this is just really, it's just really, really sad. Sifu Smo says, GLM's a beautiful woman. Aussie Outlaw, no worries, sounds good. Aussie Outlaw, was very creepy that weirdo used to restream you. What a life sitting alone night after night. Aussie furthermore says, he has nothing else, and that's sad. What's he on? Woman number 6 from YouTube, that he has these long-running crazy feuds with. Yeah, it's all part of the skit, man. It's all fake instigated drama, dude. That's again, like, the new people don't know this, and that's why I got to do this every now and then. But I'm more so doing this now because I really want to rebuild alliances with the good folks like you, and we could start working on some stuff outside of this garbage, right? I've done plenty of streams without talking about Jamie. I've done plenty of them, right? Okay. It's part of their content. They come back to me when there's nothing else, right? Now, here's the thing. If I'm talking about Jamie, and let's say I have a problem with Jamie, which I don't, I'm just sharing what's been going on and sharing my opinions like he does of me, right? But if I'm talking about Jamie and no one else, then why do the rest of you have a problem with that? Why can't that be between Jamie and I? Right? I don't want to talk smack about anyone, including Jamie. But even if I'm talking smack about Jamie, and I'm not talking smack about you, Mrs. Kaw, Mr. Kaw, Jack, or anyone else, why does it bother you so much? Why does it bother you so much, right? And I love that you folks are still around. I've been on for an hour, almost an hour and a half now, right around there. I don't know the exact number because I got cut off a few times. Why does it bother you so much? Why do you feel the need to poke at people on the internet all the time? And it's not just me. You people poke at everyone. You people poke at anyone that tries to do things in a positive way, right? Like I want to ask you folks an honest question in this chat. I'm not looking anymore, but ask yourselves this. Do you condone everything that people like Jamie have done? Do you condone it? Aussie says, from what I heard, lost 6 channels and YT kicked him off the platform for being a circus performer or something technical term. It's circumvention, dude. He got removed because he had restrictions on his channels from uploading, and he went on other channels to upload and stream, and that's circumventing the system. You're not allowed to do that. And when he did that, they found all of his associated channels, and then they terminated all of them. So even the one that was called the Purple Pill one day, where he had a lot of content going, like an 8-year-old channel, right? And, it's like he put a copyright strike on me one time. I'll say this again, as I mentioned, I think I mentioned this last week. I was doing a reaction video on him on my former Coach Eli 2 channel before this one here. This was like 4 years ago. And he copyright struck me for doing a fair use reaction video to him, right? It was with JB Gunner and some other people, right? And then because I was telling him in the past when he got copyright stricken that he can't stream on another channel with a restriction. So he basically told me the same thing when he took me down for copyright. And then I ended up shutting down the channel because I wasn't going to, that channel didn't have any content on there. There was only one piece of content at that point. And I shut that channel down. And so he told me, Eli, you can't stream anywhere else or you're going to be circumventing, right? So the funny thing, James, is when it benefits, when the rules benefit you, you want them applied, right? But when they go against you, you feel you should be immune to them. Like you are really one of the biggest hypocrites. And whether you are an intentional hypocrite or a pretend acting hypocrite, so you can get reactions from people calling you a hypocrite and then you can make content out of that, it's just really pathetic, dude. It's ridiculous, dude. I've never met any one single human being that twists, plots, and sticks his nose into every little thing and, twists it sideways and backwards and forwards and in every way possible. So that way people can just go crazy and react and he can make content off of it and spin it around to make the people that he put in this state come off like they're lunatics when they're really not. Good job, dude. Good job. Good job all these years, right? Sifu Smo says, Eli, I went to Winnipeg a few years ago and seen Jamie's Corner 3.0 there, and she was head over heels for me. She got mad. I denied her, and I told her she was fake for YouTube involvement, and she doesn't look. Did you really meet her, or is that a joke? Okay, well, if you actually met her, then that's interesting, and, yeah, I don't know what to say. Like, here's the thing, Dion and everyone else. I'm just like, I'm just so, I don't know if I'd say exhausted. I'm just so bored with this stupid stuff. I'm so bored with it. And I really just want as many people as possible that want to create something positive and grow exponentially together in a great way to really start heading that route. I want to work with you folks. Like I said, Dion, Aussie, ODN. I'm going to be working with Pastor Mill. And by the way, to JT, and JT still have love for you, right? Pastor Mill and I will not be doing that debate with you on your channel because, you're going to get, Jamie and his people involved. You mentioned that at the end of the simulcast they did earlier from my walk. And quite frankly, we don't want to be involved with them. We don't want to be a part of their content. We don't want to be a part of anything fake and instigated. And I'm not saying that you would be fake. I'm just saying they would want to come in, rebroadcast it, and make money at your expense, my expense, and Pastor Mill's expense, right? And I want nothing to do with that. And they're probably going to rebroadcast this somewhere anyway. So we just don't want any part of that. It's not that we don't want to talk with you or work with you. It's just that we don't want the third party crap with the other side. We don't, right? So I already emailed Pastor Mill and we respectfully decline. We will not be doing the show. We're just not. We're going to do our own thing, right? You're still welcome to come around, JT. You'll have a mod wrench here. You can come around when you want to come around, as long as you can separate, when you participate with Jamie and his people. Jamie or anyone associated with him, right? Like, honestly, I want nothing to do with that side. I wish them all the best. And, no hate, no nothing. I just want nothing to do with, anyone associated with him. But we've been friends for a while. And, I don't want to, not welcome you here anymore because of that. Because I think you're a good guy. And I think that you have a lot of great things to offer content-wise besides this drama stuff. Aussie Outlaw says, yeah, but twist the knife in a bit deeper as the memory of him fades away. LOL. I know how you guys feel. I'm not looking to twist the knife on anyone. I'm not. Cephus Mosa, that's true, bro. I'm not lying at all. She told me she's being paid by that side for views. I'll say this. She is a stuck-up POS in real life. Claims she slept with Mad Child, a well-respected rapper. Well, whether it's true or not, I don't care, right? Not about you, bro. I mean, whoever she slept with or whatever she's done, that's on her. Good for her. If that's who she was with, right? But I don't know her off of YouTube. I only know what she's done on YouTube. If I don't know someone off of YouTube, I can only judge their behavior by what they do on YouTube, right? You're saying she's the same or even worse in person. Sorry to hear that, man. Sorry it was a bad experience. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to wrap up by saying this because I've got to get to bed. I'm getting a little tired. I want to go join my lady in bed. She's been very patient. She has not bothered me one time. Respect. That's mad respect. Love the woman. Love this woman so much. And you know my lady Dawn. You know her real name now, bro. My lady Dawn, she's a good woman, man. Dion, when you and I were struggling to get along, and I'm sorry that ever happened, bro. And we've been good for quite a while now. My lady went to bat for you. And I'm really glad she did, man. I am. I'm really glad. Despite what the other side is going to say and spin it, oh, yeah, Lady Baby and Dion. Yeah. Come on. Like, come on. Can you come up with something better than that? I should actually stay on until 3 a.m. in the morning and keep Jamie up until 6 a.m. Because, West Coast is the best coast for streaming. Damn, Dion. It's 3:48 a.m. in your neck of the woods. Aussie Outlaw. I'm not sure why Jamie's corner is being brought up. She's always been cool. Aussie Outlaw, maybe in your experience, she's been cool. I mean, I'm not going to talk smack about her or anyone. I'm sharing my opinions regarding my experiences. But my experiences with her have not been pleasant. I'll put it to you that way. And they never have been. And I don't think it's because, she truly hates me or hates anyone. I just think she's a miserable person. I think she's a miserable clown. I think a lot of these people are miserable clowns, right? I only say that because I really wish that they would take a good hard look at themselves in the mirror and you know, stop the stupidity and become a better person, right? But Aussie, yeah, maybe your experiences with her have been good, but you can ask most of the other people in here right now that know her, and they would tell you the opposite. But I'm glad you had a good experience with her. That's cool, man. That's cool, man. You're one of the few, I guess. There's always an exception to every rule, right? I'll tell you this before I go off the air too, like I said earlier. The good thing for me is I get to keep this stream up. For Jamie and company, this is going to be deleted. No one will get to see this on YouTube tomorrow. Yeah, he'll keep it up on Twitch, but how many people are going to find it publicly on Twitch as easily as YouTube, right? Anyway, Ashley has the baby this week, so I can stay up a bit later. Oh, cool. Cool. That's awesome, bro. Congratulations on your baby. Hope all is going well with that, dude. We'll talk behind the scenes, man. We'll talk more behind the scenes. It was great to see you in the Coach Eli moderator group chat, Dion. I know I haven't been that active there lately. I've been just so busy doing other things. And I haven't even really done one of these late night streams in a while. I haven't had the time to do it. But tonight, it just made sense. After my walk, I went and got dinner for my lady and I. We had Hawaiian barbecue tonight. It was really good. And I'll tell you this also. We bought this thing called hemp chews for the dogs. It's kind of like it's almost kind of like weed for dogs, and it's very healthy and it calms them down because my lady's dogs are very active and they're in great shape and they have a lot of energy. And the big dog, the bigger there's a little dog and then there's the big dog. The big dog likes to bark at the TV day and night, right? Whether we're in the bedroom or if we're watching TV, in the living room. The big dog, when he sees a dog on the HD TV, he thinks the dog is there trying to come in and attack us. So he goes up to the TV and he doesn't break the TV, but sometimes he like taps the TV with his nose and stuff. So my lady showed me these things on Amazon called hemp chews. And we got them through Amazon. We got them delivered through Amazon today. And the serving size is 2 per day. So we gave 2 to the big dog, but we only gave 1 to the little dog because he's like 1/3 of the weight of the big dog, right? And my lady sent me a text right after my stream ended, and she showed me both her dogs like passed out, like they were stoned or something. It was pretty comical, man. And it's funny, like her dogs are very protective of her. Like they love me too, but like if she's taking a nap on the couch or something, and I try to go and wake her, like her dogs will start to growl a little bit. But then when I have like food, the dogs are like my best friend. It's funny. It's funny how quick the attitude changes when you have food, right? Let's see. Sifu Smo says, at Aussie, I thought she was cool at first, but when she told me the truth in Winnipeg years ago, I lost respect for her. My girlfriend was from Winnipeg, and I ran into her. She's fake like the other side. So Sifu Smo, because you're near the Canadian border where you're at, so you're not that far from the border. Yeah, you're pretty close to Toronto, right? Isn't Winnipeg near Toronto? Let me see. Let's see here. How far is Winnipeg from Toronto? Oh, it is. It's actually it's not too terribly far. It's not extremely far. Winnipeg is right above North Dakota and Minnesota. And Toronto is like, right by New York and Ohio and Pennsylvania. Did you drive there or did you fly there, Dion? Aussie Outlaw says, unless you are a gamer, nobody watching some weirdo singing very bad karaoke attitude. That's true, man. On Twitch says Aussie Outlaw, yeah. Love our dogs. Can't stand cats, though. Yeah, I'm not a big cat fan. But I do love dogs, too. Absolutely. It's almost 4 o'clock in his neck of the woods. Is he still watching me? Are they still? Oh my God, they're still on. And they're down to 35 people now. Mrs. Ka is up at almost 1 a.m. in the morning. Oh, he's not watching me anymore. He's back on with Bullets right now. Now Bullets is going to talk some mad smack about me. This Bullets for Teeth guy, right, who hides in plain sight, doesn't show his face or use his real name, right? And he talks like he's some MGTOW authority, like he's like the MGTOW god, and he's there to protect all the innocent men from the evil of women, right? I'm sorry, I love women. Now, are there bad women out there? Sure, but there are also bad men. There are bad men and women. And see, people like that, like if you want to withdraw and not date or marry a woman, that's on you. I'm not going to shame you for that. I'm not going to knock you for that. But if you're going to try to convince other men to do that, that's where I have a problem, right? Let men choose. Now, it's one thing to make men aware of modern day, relationships, modern day feminism, women's empowerment, modern day divorce laws, and modern day child custody laws. But besides that, let men decide if they want to take the risk or not, right? I love my woman. Aussie loves his woman, right? Same with Dion and most other reasonable guys. I think the truth of the matter is, I think you're right, Dion. I think a lot of these guys have become incels. They got married one time. They had a bad marriage that failed, right? And then they blame the woman for everything. And a lot of times, the reason why these guys go through divorce is because of their lack of participation in the marriage, right? A lot of these guys that have gone MGTOW, that have been through divorce or a bad relationship, they never own up to any of their shit. Because if they did, they would be able to work through it and put themselves back out there and meet someone else, not withdraw from women. What normal man wants to live a life without having a woman in his life? I mean, sure, you got to have the attitude that you're fine alone, but who would rather be single? Who would? Life was meant to be shared with someone. And men and women balance each other out. CP Smo says, I love dogs. We got 15 in the box here, making it rain. Oh, did they stop? Are they gone? We got 16 in the box. Holy smokes, you know what? Oh, he's talking with Bullets now. They're not even talking about me anymore. Mrs. Ka says, when Eli was gone, it was so peaceful. I can say the same thing about you, Mrs. Ka. But here's the thing. I didn't get involved at this level until you guys started rebroadcasting me. Okay? And Jamie's business partner, the other female, that I never talk about And I have no issues with her. I don't talk about her, yet she's been talking about me and rebroadcasting me. So, I mean, seriously, like, I wasn't, I didn't want to come back out here, but hey. Sorry, I'm getting distracted here a second. You know what, folks? I'm willing to stay on another 30 more minutes, but I have to take a little break before I do that. If you want me to stay on 30 more minutes, put a 1 in the chat. I'll take a quick break, and I'll come back for 30 more minutes. Who's up for that? You can ask any questions about anything, even things outside of Jamie or anything else. Let's talk about it. Give me a second here. I'm going to mute. All right. So he just went off the air. Now we got 19 in the box. Now the rest of the people are going to come over here because Jamie went to bed. Does that mean West Coast is actually the best coast for streaming? I just muted so I could hear the end of his show. I'm going to share some thoughts on that when I get back from the break. So, folks, I'm going to step away for a 5, 6, 7, 8 minute break, something like that. Play a few songs, and we'll be back for another 30 more minutes. Let me cue up that royalty-free YouTube music right now. Yeah, we're going to come back with something great. All right, folks, stick around. Stick around, round. We'll be right. Yeah. Welcome back to the show, everybody. And wait for it, the song you've been waiting for, my most favorite song in the YouTube audio library. It is Ethan Mixel and Double Helix. Hit it, Ethan! Yeah! Rip it, Ethan. Rip it, baby. Rip it. Oh, yeah. Woo! Let's get that energy up. Energy up. Energy up. Get that energy up. Get that energy up. Yeah. You feel it? Tell me you feel it. Woo! Well, we got a suck account in here by the name of Married with Children. Great name. Are you Al Bundy, sir? Or are you Peg Bundy, ma'am? And they say these long breaks are how you lose views, man. Well, hey, so be it. Who cares? Gain views, lose views, who cares? People want to be here. If they want to be here, they can be here. If not, oh well. But thank you for your comment. Let's get right back to it, folks. Let's get right back to it. Welcome back to Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli, live here on YouTube, live on Coach Eli 2. Authentic live streams, the most positive place on the internet. And we're going late night tonight, folks. I haven't done a late night show in quite some time. And I'll tell you, I'm really feeling it now. I'm feeling like I'm back. The good old days are back. And there's no turning back. Folks, oh man, you have no idea. You have no idea how long I've been kind of sitting on the sidelines. Yeah, I've been doing my content, but a lot of the great people that I truly missed are coming back, and it's just really nice to reconnect with you folks. And I'll tell you what, I'm not even going to bore you folks by mentioning the Super Chat or the Cash App or PayPal. Screw it. If people want to donate, they know how to do it. There's no need to mention it. They know how to do it by this point, right? Eli just woke up the neighborhood. Well, you know, Aussie Outlaw, luckily in my area, the homes are pretty widespread apart. And so, and I'm in a little studio room here, and it pretty much isolates the sound. So, but I get what you're saying, bro. I get what you're saying. I used to call myself the morning rooster because, you know, I'm kind of like the morning rooster that wakes up the entire neighborhood, right? Remember that? The morning rooster. Is that what you guys missed? Do you guys miss the morning rooster? Oh, man. You know, before I get to the final part of the show here, I really want to take this moment wholeheartedly and sincerely to thank each and every one of you for supporting this show tonight. And for, you know, dealing with all the crap and the drama that I've dealt with here over the years. You know, I really appreciate all the support that many of you have given to my lady. I know there was a lot of scrutiny from the other side when my lady came on last year to start sharing her story on this channel here. I'll tell you, the only reason why this channel is monetized is because of her. I'm not going to take any credit for it. I never have, and I never will. And I'm sitting here right now. Yeah, the other guy that's been coming at us for years called it a night. It's like 4:17 a.m. where he's at. And I really honestly feel like I'm back in the groove again. I really feel like I'm back out here to do what I was always meant to do. And that's truly helped people from the bottom of my heart. And at the same time, entertaining them while throwing down truth bombs. Because that's what we do over here. We entertain people while throwing down truth bombs. And you know, it's funny to me how that other side, many of those creators that do the simulcast, they use my truth bomb. They have me saying truth bomb with my voice, my face, and all that, right? And that's okay. You know what? I take that as a term of endearment. That's great. Thank you, right? A lot of the things that the other side got was from me. And I'm not saying that to say I'm all that. I'm just being me. This is just the real me. It's always been the real me, right? And instead of creating their own thing, they copycatted myself and many other people, right? Aussie Outlaw says, question, getting to know Eli, what's your favorite movie? My favorite movie of all time. I'll come back to that in a second. Nothing better than pleasing the one you love. Absolutely, bro. ODN mentioned something earlier. He said, you did a great stream tonight, Eli. You made some excellent points. Thank you, ODN. Let me just respond to that real quick. ODN, I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate you, being supportive throughout all of this, man. Yes, there are some things we probably still disagree on, and I get that. But you've been able to let bygones be bygones and move forward. And, here we are. And I finally feel the day has come where we can all really run with this. We can all really start to do what we were meant to do out here, right? Aussie Outlaw, you own the amazing saying, you're going down, Jamie, and I'm going to take you down. He played that for years. That was funny. I'm not going to lie. But when I was saying it, I didn't think it was funny during that time. I was sincerely frustrated. Trying to find my way out here on this platform and trying to deal with all this hate and criticism to try to get my positive message out there. And yeah, I said that, and it was funny. And that's another thing that Jamie and other people that restream my content, have clipped out, right? But the truth of the matter is, I don't know who ended up taking him down. It wasn't me because I haven't flagged people for a while. I used to do it in the past. I don't know if flags from years ago had any bearing on it. I doubt it. Who knows, right? But regardless of, who had the biggest part in taking him down, that's not who took him down. He took himself down. You took yourself down, man. You only have yourself to blame for what happens to you. Like, I only have myself to blame what happens to me. Just like, me allowing you to do what you did to me all this time and letting it affect me is my fault, and I only have myself to blame, right? But yeah, it was funny. I'm not going to lie, throughout all this time, this back and forth, in these drama groups and stuff, even though it was never my intention to participate in drama, I didn't even know that at the same time, I must have come off in a funny way in the way I expressed myself, and people were entertained by it. You know what? If I was able to entertain you folks throughout all of this and make you smile and feel good, then I'm glad I did. I have no regrets, My biggest takeaway is that I learned from it all. Well, I think we all learned from it. At least the people that are now coming back here on my channel and throughout the other good channels like ODNs and some other ones as well. You folks learn from it too. And this whole experience has made me stronger and made many of us stronger. And I think I mentioned this, a few streams back, but I'll say it again. Or if you were to ask me if I could do it all over again, would I have done it any differently knowing what I know now? Probably not. And I wouldn't want to go back because the biggest takeaway again is that I learned from this and it made me stronger. And now from this point on, I know what to look for and what to avoid. I know who to work with and who to not work with. And I can make some very quick decisions on where to invest my time and where to not invest my time, right? And same with you folks too. I will say this. I heard the end of that stream and, that stream that Jamie did tonight is still publicly available as of this moment. I think he has decided to roll the dice to see if that channel is going to stay up or not. And I honestly, I want to poll the chat here. I want to poll the chat just out of curiosity, just for shits and giggles, right? Do you think that channel will be up by tomorrow morning or in the afternoon, or do you think it will be gone for circumvention? What do you think will happen to that channel? Does anyone else have an opinion on what do you think will further happen to that group of people if they continue to involve themselves with circumventing or helping someone circumvent the system? Trans Am Erica, why do I have a secret crush on Eli? Well, thankfully, in my chat, let me see here. Yeah, that's a really, really horrid picture there. And Trans Am Erica, I'm going to remove you because your picture is disgusting and not suitable for YouTube. And that's why if you look at my screen over here, I don't show channel icons anymore. I haven't done it in a while because people can put pornographic images and stuff like that, and they can get your channel shut down. I've learned a lot how to protect myself. Got the 1 minute delay that I can dump if something happens before it goes out. And on my chat on the screen here, that's screen recorded, there are no pictures. That's the way to do it, right? And then I have, Nightbot to protect the channel otherwise, right? Yeah, you're right, Aussie. Twitch does have some strict terms. And again, look, at the end of the day, I wish Jamie the best. I really wish he would turn things around, start creating some more positive content and rebuilding himself in that way. And maybe one day, if he keeps it positive, he can come back to YouTube and people won't flag him down, right? Sometimes, or actually in many cases, in every case probably, it takes people hitting rock bottom before they can see that they need to make a change. And maybe this is what had to happen to him for him to realize what he's really worth. And that, he is worth more than what he's putting out here, right? And even though he may be making money doing this and has made some decent money, he's selling himself short. But I want to ask you folks, do you feel that stream is going to go down, or will it stay up? If I had to guess, if he leaves it up, if they leave it up, that channel will not be there tomorrow at some point. Who knows, right? I've also, grown to understand that, hey, when people rebroadcast you, it's not really a big deal. They're actually giving you more publicity. And if you handle it the right way, eventually it will help you out. Hi, babe. How you doing? It's been a great show tonight. You want to say hi to everyone? Oh, you're tired? But we're good. It's 1:30 in the morning. She's like, it's 1:30 in the morning. I'm tired. And my man is still broadcasting. I'll be going off the air soon. I'll be joining her. Some people learn the hard way. I think we've all learned the hard way, Dion. I'm not trying to play the role of the victim, and I'm not trying to say that I'm better than anyone else, right? And I'm not trying to take away anything else that people have encountered that's been horrific or negative. But, sorry, I had to dump the delay for a second there. This is little Buster. Say hi, Buster. Look at those eyes. We're going to wait here for a second. He's like a little baby. Got to wait just 1 second. All right, you made your camera debut, little buddy, huh? This is the little dog. All right. Good doggy, huh? Yeah. Hey, good day, Buster. Yeah. Yeah, baby Buster just made his YouTube debut. Cute as a button. Yeah. He made his debut before me. Well, you've done audio. Leave it to my woman. She's like, oh, Buster made his YouTube debut before me. Well, you've done audio only, so. Yeah, he's a cute little doggy. He's a good dog. He pisses and poops everywhere, but hey, we still love him, right? Anyway, folks, we've had 21 people here. It's late. I'm going to start wrapping this up in a few here. Technical wife difficulties. I had to dump the delay for a second for a certain reason, but we're back. It's all good. I got the system down here. I really don't feel like ending this show. I know I have to soon. It's getting late. I got to be up actually around 7:30 tomorrow, and that's like 6 hours away. I got to help my lady with something. But I really don't feel like ending this show because I feel like there's new hope and new life for myself and many other great content creators on this platform that have been plagued and riddled by this endless nonsensical drama for the longest time. And I want to welcome even more people back. I want us to get this thing rocking and rolling, folks. ODN, was telling me in some of my Walking with Purpose chats over the last few weeks that, dude, you used to get, 60, 80 in the box, or 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 in the box, and they were real, decent, good business people and just great, positive people. We can do that again. He was saying, can you do that again? And I'm like, it's not going to be easy because it's harder to network now on YouTube. You only have the go-to channel feature if you're a moderator on that channel, right? But what we can do is work with what we've already got and try to reconnect with more of the great people that, stepped away because of all of this, right? I really feel the dust is beginning to settle. And as the dust continues to settle, I have a feeling more and more of the good people will come back. The new beginning in a far, far galaxy. Does that make sense, Aussie, man? I mean, honestly, man, I really would appreciate your opinion and the opinion of others. Is what I'm saying making sense with you folks out there in the audience? We can do this, folks. We can. I have a very forgiving nature and forgiving heart. And the more and more people that see this replay, and I don't know how much of it they're going to watch because it's like 2.5 hours now. How are you going to take this? And will you reach out? Reach out to me, Coach Eli at coach@eliasmelas.com. Let's do some interviews together. Let's work throughout many various channels and share our resources. Yes, it makes perfect sense, says Aussie Outlaw. Thank you, bro. And let's be real about it. Let's be genuine about it. I was going to talk about one more person, MJ earlier. I kind of mentioned it, but I didn't get too far into it. He was in Jamie's chat with the Mod Wrench, right? He's been following the restreams. I still think you're a good guy, MJ. I just think that you're a lost soul, man. Because, you continue to choose the side of drama instead of going the positive route. You're trying to be a positive person. You're going to like a spiritual retreat, I believe is what you were saying when we were talking, right? We did a great interview together. And because you let a few haters of mine or, people that like Jamie and don't like me, you let them get to you. You let Jamie get to you. Or maybe you were playing me all along. I don't know. And it doesn't matter. I'm just saying, like, I don't want to deal with people like that. I want to work with people that are ready to move forward, that are professional, like-minded, and are looking to collaborate in a mutually beneficial way. Looking forward to joining the panel with you, Don, and ODN. I'd love to do panels. The thing is, guys, YouTube has really toughened up their rules. And if we're going to do panels, we cannot violate the community guidelines, the terms of service, and copyright. We can have great conversations and, share interesting, stories and have what's called provocative thought. We can do all of that in mature ways without attacking people, bullying people, harassing people, right? That's what I want here. And if that's what you're ready for, we can do that. I know I'm kind of rambling, but I'm really trying to motivate and inspire you folks to finally take that chance and let's do this. We've all wasted so much time throughout all this stuff. Dion, we've known you well over 2 years now, like 2.5 years. And remember when you first came around, you were knee deep into this drama as well. And I was just getting out of it. And I'm like, oh boy, I'm out of it, but he's in it. Right. And I've always liked you, but it was like, oh my God, they got to Dion too. They got to everyone. Like, that dude on the other side, he's like a rodent. He really is a cockroach. He's like a rodent, right? If you want to work with me, if you want to work with my lady and I, you got to be serious. You need to value our time, and we're going to value yours. If you want to do an interview and you commit to it, then you better be there for that interview and not cancel at the last minute, right? I'll show you the same respect, right? And if you're going to interview me on your channel and you're worried about what some people are going to say that may not like me, then it'd be better to not do it at all, right? Why the hell interview somebody when you know you're going to get hate and you're not going to be able to handle it? Oh shit, you're still alive? Good morning, good morning. I'm about to go off the air, bro. Yeah, it's been interesting, bro. We made a lot of headway. Tonight. Got a lot of good people here that came around. Yeah, we were being rebroadcasted, but you know what? No big deal. Sifu Smo says, hey, J-Rom. Aussie Outlaw, I don't think I was ever really involved in the drama. I just sideline joke around. Yeah, no, you really weren't, dude. The only reason why you and I weren't talking is because I know you were close with GLM. And for a while, I couldn't figure GLM out. And if she hears this at some point, she'll be laughing. But I realized, no, she's not a bad person. She never was. You never were a bad person, man. And most of these people aren't bad people. Even most of the people on the other side. It was just the nature of the beast regarding one person doing some very just weird and lewd things to get attention and to make money off of it. But most of the people were and still are good people. Get your final questions, comments, concerns in the chat going off the air in just a couple minutes, folks. Tomorrow, I will probably only do one stream. It'll probably be a walking stream in the later afternoon. I got to get up early to help my lady, and then I'm probably going to take a nap before I do my walk, because I have not done a show that's run this late into the morning in quite some time. Again, thank you to everyone that was here tonight and everyone that watches this on the replay. Let's start making that change today. We can all do great things together. I've been fighting hard for this to head in the right direction for many, many years. This is our chance to do it. I'm going all in because I love creating. I love helping people. And at times, I'll even say it. Yeah, at times I love entertaining people. I want to make people feel good, because part of people becoming better people, personally and professionally, is entertaining them and making them feel good, right? But entertaining them in a positive way, not a shit show, disturbing way, right? I can't lie. I was 3 knuckles deep in drama and twisting its nipple. That's pretty funny, Coach Eli. Cheers, Eli. ODM probably went to bed. All right, everyone. I'm going to get on out of here. We are like around 2 hours and 39 or 2 hours and 40 minutes or something like that. It shows 2:42 on the back end, but I did, cut it a few times. But I really got to go. Love all of you. Let's see what tomorrow brings us. Have a good one. Take care. And as always, be good to each other. Oh, wait, what happened here? The chat's not showing? What happened? What happened? The chat's not showing. Hold on a second here. Give me a second here. The chat probably was not shown on the screen for quite some time, maybe since I came back from when I shut this thing down, when I had to reset it. That's weird. Sorry about that. Have a good one. Take care, and as always, be good to each other.